In this video, we are going to discuss about types of switch ports. So, what is a switch port and different types of switch ports and what are the types in that switch port. So, you see here, so a switch port can be in one of the two modes. One is access, another one is trunk. And also apart from these modes, there are two types, which is static and which is dynamic here. So, coming to the manual configuration of a switch port, you see the port can be in access or trunk mode in the static method, and also you can let dynamic trunking protocol, this protocol run on an interface to negotiate trunking and in the dynamic method. So, in static method, dynamic method, we can configure the access and the trunk protocols here. So, you see here clearly that a switch port in access mode belongs to the one specific VLAN. So, a switch port in the access mode belongs to one specific VLAN and sends and receives regular Ethernet frames in the unplugged or untagged form. So, in the untagged form, it can send and receive the Ethernet frames here. So, coming to the switch interfaces connected to the devices such as desktops, printers, laptops, etc. are typically configured in the static method of the access ports here. So, coming to the VLAN that certain switch port is assigned to. So, a certain switch port is assigned to the VLAN that can change using command switch port access VLAN ID in interface configuration mode. So, you can change the port mode here by using VLAN ID here. So, you see the configuration here clearly that we enter into the enable mode and configuration terminology, enter configuration commands as per line and with Control/Z. Coming to the configuration mode, interface FA0/1 here, and coming into the interface mode, switch port mode ? This will give all the modes available here. You see it is in access mode, set trunking mode to access unconditionally. It is in the tunnel mode, set trunking mode to tunnel mode. It is in the dynamic mode, set trunking mode to dynamic mode, and we also have private VLAN mode, trunking mode, and the trunk unconditional mode here. So, we select the switch mode is access, and after selecting switch mode as access, we provide to which LAN it belongs to, which is VLAN 10. Then we just configure interface fast Ethernet 0/1 of a switch SW1 in access mode, assigning it to VLAN 10. So, we have assigned the port as access port and we have assigned it to the VLAN 10 here. So, coming to the trunk port here, the distinguishing feature of trunk ports is that they carry traffic from multiple VLANs at the same time. So, this is the distinguishing feature of trunk port when you compare with access port, that they transfer traffic here from different multiple VLANs at the same time. So, such interfaces are most commonly configured between the two switches, but they can also be configured between switch and a router and even between server and a switch. So, this type of configuration is most commonly configured between two switches, but also it is also effective as two switches. It is also effective as switch and a router and even between the server and a switch here. So, in fact, trunking is a great feature because you see a single physical link is shared between multiple VLANs. So, a single link is shared between multiple VLANs while still allowing traffic to pass through it, and also between different VLANs also here. So, coming here about the default full range of VLAN IDs are 124094 is allowed. That means here we see that it belongs to all VLANs can be carried across the trunk port. That means the traffic of all VLANs can be carried at once based on the VLAN IDs here. So, trunking allows VLAN to span multiple VLANs or switches with access ports belonging to the particular VLAN spread across multiple switches here. That means multiple switches have multiple VLANs. So, the traffic is transferred between these VLANs or switch ports or access or the trunk ports here. You see trunking allows VLAN to span multiple switches, and since it is spanned to multiple switches, so that the traffic can be more and can be traveled or traffic can be maintained at a time here. So, this provides great flexibility when compared with the access mode, and also you see apart from this flexibility, when creating VLANs and a host here, and a host can be assigned to VLAN regardless of its physical address. That means due to this flexibility, the host can we assign to VLAN regardless of physical location of the switched network. That means in a switched network, a host can be assigned or aligned to the VLAN regardless of this flexibility issue and also the physical location where it is located for. You can see here clearly a switch port can be configured as a trunk using a command called switch port mode trunk in interface configuration mode. So if you go with the configuration mode here, we can see clearly switch 1 enable, switch 1 configuration terminal. So when you enter into the configuration mode here, interface fast ethernet 0/switch port mode trunk. So we have entered into the trunk mode. So by this way we can change the port from access port to trunk port here, or else if it is not assigned to any port, so we can change it to the trunk port here. So coming to the voice access port. So what is a voice access port? So voice access port is, you can see, is a special case of access ports available so that it will subside the two purposes, that means connecting to a desktop as well as an IP phone here. So typically just one LAN cable runs from the desk and or a cubicle so that it is connected to the PC as well as to the IP phone. So by these voice access ports we can access the IP phone as well as the internet connection to the desktop. So this is about the VLANs available, about the access ports and types of ports available, which are the access, trunk and the voice access ports available in the switch.